Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to create this responsive portfolio website using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. The source code is available in the description. If you like the content, please do like, share and subscribe. You can see the website is made using HTML, CSS and JavaScript, entirely beginner friendly, and it is a very professional website, portfolio website that you can use for your resume also. So now we are in the home section. You can see the typing effect, the front-end developer, and the words will disappear and it will come a new one, that is Canva designer. This typed JavaScript library that we have used for this effect. And you can see the hover effect on the social media icons. We have also integrated our icons here, and you can see the hover effect on the download view button, and you can see the box shadow effect around the button. And as we move from one section to another section, you can see the transition effect that is done by JavaScript library. And then we can go to the next section, our service section. You can see the hover effect, the box effect, 3D box effect to it, and we have integrated the icons also, and readme button. You can see the hover effect, very smooth transition, and you can see the hover effect on the projects with what project that is, and small information, and with an external link, demo link that we have added, and icon. You can see the transition, very smooth transition, and we can see the contact me form. Then we have used typed effects, and you can see the up arrow, that is to go back to the starting page. You can see the smooth and animation. This website is entirely responsive, that is, it is also available in mobile, desktop, tab versions. Let me show you. The source code is available in the description. You can get the source code from there and try to build this project. So now this is the same desktop version that we have seen. Now let's go to the mobile version. You can see this is the mobile version, very smooth mobile version. Just 1 second. Very smooth. The animation transition effect is there. You can see it. Just 1 second. You can see how neatly everything is aligned here in the mobile version also. You can see the projects, then the smooth transition effect of the typing effect of the you can see here JavaScript by using done using JavaScript. Menu bar, have the menu bar. Website is entirely made using HTML using JavaScript, a beginner-friendly project. You can do it, and the source code is available in the description for any queries that whenever you are facing any trouble doing this project, you can go through that. And full tutorial is also available on the website, on the YouTube channel. There are a lot of amazing websites that I have built, and full tutorials are also added over there so that you can be able to learn front-end web development. And definitely try to visit the channel for more amazing content. Thank you. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. So now we are going to go through the line by line code for this responsive portfolio website using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. You can see this is the portfolio website home page. And now let's go to the index.html file. So right now we are in the head section. You can see we have all of the meta tags. We have the title tag for our title of the website, that is the responsive personal portfolio website. Then we have linked our box icons using link tag. You can see here. Then we have linked our stylex CSS file using the link tag. This is the style.css file. Then you can go to the body section. In the body section, we are right now in the header section. In that we have anchor tag for adding the logo, that is portfolio. Then we have tag, this menu icon tag that we have for the mobile version. The mobile version it will be visible. And then we have the navbar. The navbar we have anchor elements. For each and every anchor element we have touch reference. That reference is nothing but whenever you click on the home button, then it will move to this particular reference that we have given. Here I mentioned hash home, right? So wherever id equal to home is there, it will move to that section. You can see here in the home section we have id equal to home. So whenever you click on this anchor tag home, it will move to this section, home section. Similar way, about services, portfolio and contact anchor tags are added in the header section ends here. Now let's also go through the code continuously along with the style.css. Here right now we have imported Google font family potens using import and URL. And then we have added the basic default values, that is margin is 0, padding is 0, box styling is box, border box, text decoration is none, border is none, outline is 1, smooth behavior is smooth. Now font family is pop-ins and sans. So these will be applied. These are basic values that we have added. Then we have the root element. Root element is nothing but whatever the value that you are going to apply to this website, that you want to add them default values, right? So all these values will be added in the root element. And you can call these values directly by using the var. You can see here for the body background color, we are background, you are using var element and we are calling the bg color. The bg color is nothing but you can see here we have written in the root element. You don't have to write this code, hexa code again. You just have to call the name that you want to apply by using the var element. Then we can go to the HTML, that is HTML is nothing but font size is given to it. Also X is hidden. The exceptional flow is given. Then we have the section. For each section we have minimum width is 100 VH, minimum height is 100 VH, padding is given to it. And for the header we are using position switch. It will be added to the top. That is, the header will be the top of the website. And we have applied width equal 100%, padding is given. Then we have background color, text is display text, justify content is space between, align it to center. You can see space is added between the logo and the nav elements. These two are the one, and these two are the elements that are only available in the header section. Then we can go to the header sticky, that is border bottom equal to 110 solid. And we have a border variant that will be visible to you in the next sections. You can see this is the header, and we have a light border below the header that is added by using here. That is border dot 110 solid, and we have added in black color to it. Then we have the logo. Logo is nothing but this portfolio is the logo that we have added. For that we are adding the font size, color, font weight, and cursor font is given. Then for the navbar anchor elements, we are adding the font size, color, margin, left turn transition. So whenever we hover onto this navbar elements, or when it is active color active, it will change color. You can see that the color is added to the home section. Whenever you click on any section, the color will change into that blue color. At the same time, whenever it is an active, that is whenever we have a particular section also, it will be an active state. Then we can go to the next one, that is menu icon. Menu icon font size current displays none. This is for the menu icon. The displays none because we don't want the menu icon to be this menu icon box. Menu icon should not be visible in the desktop version, right? So we are keeping it as display equal to none. So whenever we are in the mobile version, in the filter queries, we will change it to display equal to grid. Then it will be visible to us, visible to us in the mobile version. Then we can go to the home section. Let's go to the home section. The home section, you can see we have the main div, that is the home content div. It's 3 elements, that is heading 3, heading 1. On heading 3 element, then we are using span element to have the multiple text that is nothing for to have the typing JavaScript library. The data will be displayed here. And then we have the div element that is good for social media tags that we are added using anchor tag. Then we have added using I tag inside the anchor tag. And these are the box icons, VX, VXL, GitHub. This is how you integrate the box icons into your website. And then we have also added an anchor tag after the div element, that is to download CD button. Then we have the div for home div, in which we have added the home image, that is the image element by using the portfolio PNG that we have added. The home section is here. You can see that for the H3 element and ion, we have added span, right? Multiple text. This text will be coming from the script.js. You can see here const type, new type, that is multiple text, right? That multiple text is referring to here, that is to the span element. We are added classes multiple text. So what happens is that we are creating a constant list type when we are adding the string elements that you want to display in place of this span element. Right? We have given front-end developer, Canva designer, video editor, the three names that I'm giving here. And we are telling the typing speed is 100, back speed is 100, back delay is 1000. This is nothing but loop is 2. So what happens is that you can see here, we are having front-end dev. Dev is not completed here. We actually mentioned what we mentioned, front-end developer, right? So that you can be able to understand it. I've taken a screenshot that before completed. So front-end developer, the one by one letter will be displayed because we are added the typing speed equal to 100. So slowly it will display. At the same time, it will go back. That means it will remove each and every single letter because back speed equal to 100 and back delay equal to 1 millisecond. So it will first it will showcase as front-end developer. It will remove everything, and then it will show camera designer. It will remove everything. Then we will go to video editor. So this typing effect is done by the JavaScript library. And then go to the next section, that is the about section. And before that, we will go to the home section CSS. Here you can see display flex, justify content is space between, align identity center. We have mainly two divs. One is the home content div, one is the home image div. So because we are added the space between them, so the space is added between them and both contents are moved towards each end. Then for the home image, we are giving width, extra element font size and font weight is applied, and margin bottom is applied. For the nth element, that is second one, you can see here below this we are adding the margin bottom is applied here, that is theorem of gap is added. And for the span element, we are adding the color, different color to it. For the head from content h1 element, we are adding font size, font weight and line height is 1.3. You can see line height is nothing but the gap between them is the line height, the distance that we want to give between each and every line of text. Then we have for social media and for icons, we are adding the justify content is center, align it is center, width is 4 height is 4 background is transparent, border is 2.2 main color, border radius is 50%. Because of this border radius is 50%, you can see a circular error. And because we are adding the border, for the border we are adding the main color, right? So we are getting the blue color to all the icons. Then whenever you hover onto this anchor tags, that is social media icons, then the background color will change to main color and the color of the text will change to secondary color and box shadow will appear. Then we can go to the bottom element. For the button, we are adding the padding, background color, border radius is 4. You can see here the cardboard edges are because of the border radius that you have added, which is nothing but 4. Then font size box shadows effect is given. You can see the 3D box shadow effect around the button. Then whenever you hover onto the button, the box shadow will become null. That means the glow will be glow. It will not glow and it will only show the download CD button. Then we can go to the about section. This is the about me section. The about section, we have the main, we have the first div is about image div and the second div is about content. And the about image, we have a image tag for the image. Then we have the about content, we have the history element for the heading. About me, a span element to separate me for we can be able to add the color. History for the front-end development, front-end developer, which is heading 3, paragraph tag to add some data. Then we have an anchor element for renew with the classes button. So the button, the same button style that we have for download will be applied here. In section ends here. See the board for that will display for justify conduct center, alignment is center, gap is student. So the gap is added between student and the align exactly at the center. And image with is given, heading, then text in the center, font size is 4.5 then. You can see the heading, we have added. And H2, H3 elements, paragraph, font size, margin values are added. And we can go to the services section. This is the services section. Yeah. In the services section, we have the heading tag by using the H2 element. Then we have the span element as our services. Then we have the main div, that is service container. Inside we have single div, that is service box divs that we have repeated. And inside service box, we have the I tag for adding the icon, that is code out. And we have added the H3 element, heading element, vector element, and paragraph tag to have details. Then we have an anchor tag with classes button, btn, and readme. The same div is again copied again for 3 more times for adding 3 more different services. Then go to the see, you can see that image. This is the image. We have already seen the heading and we have already seen the button also. Button CSS also. Now let's go to each and every block CSS. For the container, we are adding space flex. This is the control center, alignment center. So flex wrap is wrap is equal to 2rem. So between each and every block, we are having 2rem gap and then align it to the center. Then for the each and every service box, we are adding flex. The background color is added to it, adding is added, border radius is 2rem. We can see curved edges. This curved edge is done by border radius, which is 2rem. Text align is set, justify content is center, border is given to it. The BG background is given, the background color will be given to it, and then we can go to the next width is item given, and whenever you hover onto the box, the border color is changing to main color and transform is scaling, which is it will scale above. You can see the difference between both of the sizes. So whenever you hover onto it, it will scale big, it will come into big size, and the border will change, border color also changes. Next, the element font size is given, history element font size, paragraph font size margin. Then you can go to the portfolio section. Portfolio, it is your project section. You can see here, this one. In the portfolio section, we have the same H2 heading, we have the class, latest project. Then we have the main div, that is the portfolio container, inside which we have the div portfolio box, in which we have the image tag, and then we have the div for portfolio layer, that is travel, H3 element, H4 element for travel, paragraph element for adding small data. Then we have anchor tag for external I tag we have added, that is icon that we have linked, that is link external that we have added, and same div is copied again. The same div is copied again. The same div is copied again for 6 more times for adding the 6 more projects into our website. You can see the image here. We have added total 6 projects. And now let's go to the CSS portfolio container. We are using this page called grid, and grid template column repeat is free one FR. So we are having 3 portfolios that we have, 3 projects, 1, 2, 3, and then. And for each portfolio box, we are adding the domain areas. Box channel is given to them. Outflow student, display flux, height is given to them. And you can see that because we have added the border radius, we are getting small curved edges to the portfolio images. Portfolio projects. An image with equal to 100%, time to show is 0.5 seconds. So whenever you hover onto this portfolio box, the transform scale will take place for the image. You can see the image will enlarge at the same time. At the same time, we are also adding the portfolio layer, right? This blue color shiny layer with the continental and paragraph data, as well as the external link icon. This is nothing but the portfolio layer by adding the position is absolute. It is hovering onto the portfolio image that we have added, and displays flex, specific content is center, alignment is center, text direction is column. You can see one of them, the heading, data, and the external tab icon. Then we can see that whenever we hover onto this box, the transform translate to y equal to 0 will come, because first we are adding translate y equal to 100%, so it will not be visible. When y equal to 0, it will come to visible whenever we hover onto it. The image will expand, at the same time it will come to visibility, and you can be able to see this name as well as external link icon. Name H4 with paragraph element, we are adding the franchise margin. Rank attack, we are adding the justify element to center, alignment into center. Then we have added the background pillar, icon elements, franchise color. Then we can go to the contact me section. This is the contact me. This is the contact me form. You can see here, right now in the contact me section, we have the h2 heading element, that is contact me. Inside span element. Then we have the form tag. Inside form, we have the main div, div, input box divs. In each div, we have two input elements with type function mentioned in there. Type is very important, because if you don't mention email, if you mention email as type, then what will happen is that if the user doesn't mention gmail.com, it will consider as an error, and it will showcase it as an error. So if you don't mention it, the user may enter some other data, wrong data, and you won't be able to get the proper email. So type is very important. Definitely try to mention it when you get chance. Then we have another div with input box. Inside we have input number and text. One is for mobile number and one is for email subject. Then we have text area. Whenever you want to give more space that you want to give to the user to enter more amount of data, then you can use text area. And by mentioning the column numbers and row numbers, you can expand the size of it. Here I am mentioning rows 10. You can see the very height, the size of the text area is increased. And then we have an input type is submit. We are getting the class is added btn, so we are getting the button. You can see this button, that same button style what we have applied. Then we have then we get the footer section. In the footer section, we have the footer text div, in which we have paragraph element for copyright, all right reserves. And then we have another div which is footer icon top, which is nothing but the arrow up icon. So whenever you click on this icon, you will move back to the home section, because for the anchor element we are having the hrefs is home, right? So wherever the id is home, that is in the home section, right? So to move back to the home section, we have used the script link to add our scroll reveal. This is javascript reveal library. Then we have our JS delivery type of JS JavaScript library for the top text type of function that we have added in the main home section. And we have also linked our script.js using our script tag. This script tag that we have added integrated to our integrated HTML. Now let's go to the CSS. Contact form that we are giving the margin width. Margin is given, text time is center, margin bottom is freedom. And then we have input box, display space between, justify content space between, text box is tab, right? So in each input box we have two elements, so the two elements are aligned beside each other. And then we have for all the contact for input box input and text area, we are adding the width equal to 100%. Font size, color, background radius is given, and border radius is also given. You can see light curved edges for each and every input element. Then we can go to the input for the width is given, and text area, the size is none. Then we have given button, for the button element we are given margin box is given. And for the footer section, we are using display flex, justify content space between and center, flex type is wrap, right? So here we have two divs. One is the copyright div, and one is the button to go back to the top. So that is the reason the space is added between them, and the both elements are aligned at each ends. Because we have added justify content space between. Paragraph element from size is given, and paragraph icon top anchor element we are giving it as justify center. Padding is given to it. Border radius is for 8. You can see the border gets a curved edges, curved edges. Then the media queries. This media queries is nothing but whenever you want to make your website responsive, that you want it to be available in the mobile version, in the tab version, or in the desktop version, then you use this mobile media queries. So here we have up to now we have developed the desktop version. Right now we will make it changes, small changes will be made. Like you can see the font size is reduced. Max width 200 is below 1200 pixel screen size device only. These values will be applied. By using this edited media and max width, you can mention the screen sizes. And you can see padding values are changing. Not we are not adding any new code here. We are just changing the values back to the the values are changed. That is large values like font size 4 RAM is there in the desktop version. We only want 2 RAM in the mobile version because the screen size is small, right? We are changing those values. And max size is 768, below 768. This menu icon is important here because in the desktop version we have lot of space, so we have shown all our navbar here, but in the mobile version we don't have that much space. That is the reason in the starting of the code I told you menu icon displays none, right? So it will be hidden, but in the maximum width is 768 pixel, means that it is the mobile device width. So that what we are doing is that display will be blocked. So the icon will be displayed and the navbar will be changed. Here what we are doing with the navbar is that we are making position as absolute. So it will hold on to the parent element, represent the website, and then we are using top equal to 100% and left equal to 0, width equal to 100%, padding is given to it, and display will be none, so it will not be visible. And whenever we are clicking on that, let me show you the script that you can see here. I am referring to menu icon and navbar. You can see here on the, show you. You can see this is the menu icon and this is the navbar, right? So I am referring both of them here and creating constants, two constants. One is menu icon and navbar. So what I'm doing is that whenever you click on the menu icon, we are toggling with BX icon, right? At the same time, I'm also adding navbar. For the navbar, I'm also adding active list. So what happens whenever I'm adding active list is that in the mobile version, the navbar will not be visible, right? So whenever you click on this menu icon, what happens is that it will for the navbar we are adding the active list. So what is active one? Navbar active means the display will be blocked so that the navbar will be visible in the mobile screen, right? I think you understand that. So first display is none. So whenever you're clicking on the navbar icon, then we are adding the active list to the navbar. It is nothing but to this navbar we are adding the active. Then what happens is that your display will become blocked and the navbar will be visible to you in the mobile device. Okay. Next, flex direction column, justify content space evenly. You can see that font size values are only changing with flex directions will change. No new code is added here. You can see grid template column repeat equal to. This is for the portfolio section. You can see here for the projects we have a lot of space in the desktop version, so we have added 3 projects in one single row. But in the mobile device or in the tab device, the size will be reduced, right? So we are adding only two portfolios will be visible. In the similar way, we are going below screen sizes like 617, 365. These are below values, below screen size. Based on the screen size, we are changing the values. That's all. We are not creating any new values here. We just reducing the values and changing the flex directions. You can see column, similar way to the column. So this is the website. We are done. And on scroll, so you can see this is on scroll is nothing but, so whenever we are scrolling through each and every section, right, in that section what it is doing, that it is getting an attribute ID. So by getting the ID elements, you can see for each and every section we have ID, right? You can see ID home, then we have ID equal to above. So these values are actually getting acquired here, and based on those values we are having the navbar element. For the navbar element we are referring those ID values and we are adding active list to it. So what happens is that for these elements, you can see we are right now in the portfolio section. So the portfolio section color is navbar color is in blue color. So that is added here. By adding this active list to them, the navbar is adding the color to this particular section. Then we have sticky. Then we have the scroll reveal. Scroll reveal is 80 pixel distance is given. Duration is 2 seconds. Delay is 2 seconds. The scroll reveal is nothing but the animation that take place. You can see here. I will tell you. First, we are creating scroll reveal. Home content, heading, origin is top. So what is happening is that this home content is there. Right? This content, entire content will be visible from top to bottom in an animation way. It will come from top to bottom and the values will be displayed. That transition is done by using this tool reveal JavaScript library. So by mentioning the origin, from which direction that you want the data to come to visibility. Here you're giving here origin is top right. From the top side, both the content will be visible. They will come to downside and will be visible. In the same way, I'm adding for the home image, service container, portfolio box, contact form, I'm adding origin equal to bottom. So you can see that hello, it's me, Abhiram Tej, when comes from the top side, the image will come from the bottom side, giving a good professional look to your website, giving a smooth animation. And you can also mention the delay here. The duration is 2 milliseconds, so it will be a very smooth animation to your professional portfolio website. That's it. If you like the content, please do like, share, and subscribe. For more amazing content, please do visit the channel. There are a lot of tutorials available on the website, and it takes really lot of efforts for building this project. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks a lot. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to create this responsive portfolio website using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. The source code is available in the description. If you like the content, please do like, share, and subscribe. You can see the website is made using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, entirely beginner friendly, and it is a very professional website, portfolio website that you can use for your resume also. So now we are in the home section. You can see the typing effect, the front-end developer, and the words will disappear and it will come a new one, that is Canva designer. This typed JavaScript library that we have used for this effect. And you can see the hover effect on the social media icons. We have also integrated our icons here, and you can see the hover effect on the download view button, and you can see the box shadow effect around the button. And as we move from one section to another section, you can see the transition effect that is done by JavaScript library. And then we can go to the next section, our service section. You can see the hover effect, the box effect, 3D box effect to it, and we have integrated the icons also, and readme button. You can see the hover effect, very smooth transition, and you can see the hover effect on the projects with what project that is, and small information, and with an external link, demo link that we have added, and icon. You can see the transition, very smooth transition, and we can see the contact me form. Then we have used typed effects, and you can see the up arrow, that is to go back to the starting page. You can see the smooth and animation. This website is entirely responsive, that is, it is also available in mobile, desktop, tab versions. Let me show you. The source code is available in the description. You can get the source code from there and try to build this project. So now this is the same desktop version that we have seen. Now let's go to the mobile version. You can see this is the mobile version, very smooth mobile version. Just 1 second. Very smooth. The animation transition effect is there. You can see it. Just 1 second. And you can see how neatly everything is aligned here in the mobile version also. You can see the projects, then the smooth transition effect of the typing effect of the you can see here JavaScript by using done using JavaScript. Menu bar, have the menu bar, website is entirely made using Java, HTML using JavaScript, a beginner-friendly project. You can do it, and the source code is available in the description for any queries that whenever you are facing any trouble doing this project, you can go through that. And full tutorial is also available on the website on the YouTube channel. There are a lot of amazing websites that I have built, and full tutorials are also added over there so that you can be able to learn front-end web development. And definitely try to visit the channel for more amazing content. Thank you. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to create this responsive portfolio website using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. The source code is available in the description, and if you like the content, please do like, share and subscribe. The full tutorials for different websites that I have built are available on the channel. Please do visit the channel for more amazing content. Now let's go through the website. So let's go to the website. Right now we are in the home section. You can see the type effect, the name Abhiram. You can see the typing effect, and the starting page is done by using type to JavaScript library. And you can see the effect of motion effect for the objects. This is also done by using JavaScript. And you can see the hover effect on the button, 3D button. You can see the 3D button effect and the menu bar. You can see. Now let's go to the about section. This is the about section, and you can see the typing effect here. You can see how the details are getting typed on one sentence after the other. You can see the hover effect on the buttons. You can see the hover effect on the button, the color changing effect. Then we can go to the skills section. You can see we have done the bar animation effect that we have used here to represent our skills, the percentages. And by clicking on the experience, we can go to the experience section. You can see how smoothly we have designed, integrated the icons also. You can see the icons and education section. Then we can go to the services section, and you can see the hover effect on the services bar blocks, like a 3D object moving, and you can see changing color and the icon also, and you can see how they are moving based on the movement of the mouse, the hover effect. And then we can go to the projects, portfolio section, that is projects, and we have used the filter effect, that we can filter the projects based on the domain that we have presented here. And you can see the hover effect on the images also. And if we go to the web development, web application, we only have 3 projects. And we can go to the mobile app, we have only 1 project. We have Canva design, we have 2. So this is the filter effect that we have done by using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. And when you click on any one of the projects, you will be taken to that image directory for that particular project. You can see you can add more images, and you can move from one image to another image here. And you can also view details by clicking on this project details button. You can see the name of the project, the category and project basic information, and the link to the project and what tools we have used. You can see all this, and also by clicking on this project details button, you can see that it will closes back, and we can go back to our portfolio section. It is available for each and every section, every project. Very smooth animation, and you can see the box effect around it, a 3D block effect. And you can go to the contact new section. You can see the hover effect on the box, and the icons also integrated. You can see how smooth transition is in place for the each and every input elements. And the submit button. This website is entirely responsive, that is, it is also available in mobile and tab version. And this website also has light and dark mode. You can see here by clicking on this right side light button, you can move to the light mode. This is the light mode. You can see the hover effect, transitions. You can see how the website, you can see smooth transition effects, how neatly they are aligned. And you can see the more effects in every section. Entirely made like a 3D blocks. Very professional look to your portfolio. Very impressive with the recruiters. You can change that to light and dark mode by clicking on the same button. You can switch between light and dark mode. The website is entirely responsive, that is, it is also available in mobile and as well as in tab version. You can see this is the mobile version of the website. You can see the smooth transition effect and how everything is aligned perfectly based on the size of the screen that we have, because in the mobile sections we don't have that much amount of space, right? We have in the tab or in the desktop we have lot of space, and we can go to each and every section easily. Mm, well, you can see the filter effect also. This is the mobile version, how neatly they have all been aligned. And you can also change the theme by clicking on this button here, the theme change. From one section to another section using the nav bar. You can see it gives a very professional look to the website. The entire website is made using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. The source code is available in the description. And if you like the content, please do like, share, and subscribe. The full tutorials are also available on the YouTube channel. If you like the content, please do like, share, and subscribe. Definitely try to visit the channel for more amazing content. And if you have any suggestions, please let me know in the comment section. And definitely try to visit the channel for more amazing content. There are a lot of tutorials available on the channel, and lot of websites that have built portfolios, restaurant websites, car rental websites. You can learn front-end development. Uh, Thank you. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. So now we are going to go through the email input for this responsive portfolio website. This is the home page. Right now we go to the list.html file. You can see the title, you can see the title tag. Then we have the meta names. When we have linter front passing CSS file, and our main CSS file, style.css file. We have link. You can see this is the style.css file. Then we have linked the responsive CSS file as well as picture CSS file and file icon. Then we have the body. When we can go to the body section. Inside the body section, we have the preloader. This is the preloader. And so that we have the empty divs, and inside the preloader, then we have the start header. In the header tab, we have the device container. Then we have the justify content routine. This div, which is logo, this ID. Then we have the hamburger button. This fast, the fast FA bars icon. You can see here. This is the one, the ID, as well as the bars icon. You can see on the right side edge. Then the header ends here. Then we can go to the navigation image. This now we have the div. This code menu. Then we have another table name teacher, which we have introduced. List item. Inside each list item, we have an anchor tag to differently each and every section. That is with ID names. Then we have added our link item, winner, shadow, active. These are the class names that were given home for the anchor elements. And same goes for about services, portfolio, and contact. Then we have a paragraph tag for copyright text, that is not right results. Then we have this for fade out effect, and the navbar ends here. Then we can go to the home section. So the home section, in the home section, we have the main div, that is effective tab. Inside which we have the div effect 1. Then we have the div effect 2. with all these divs inside empty divs. Then we have effect 3, effect 4, and effect 5. So these all divs are used to create these structures. You can see the floating triangle, this circular one, this dash of one, and this all things are created by using these empty divs, by giving them class names, and by using the CSS. We have created these efforts. Then here and here, then we have the container. Inside the container, we have the text, that is a paragraph element for hello. Then we have the div for auto typing automation. Inside the div, we have a span element, and the here we are here inside this paragraph element, the detail should be typing continuously. You can see here the web developer is not entered completely because it is a typing JavaScript that we added here. Web developer, you can see here auto typing animation. You can see this is for the about one. Second, so for the typing, should have probably at the bottom. Yeah, so then we have the typing. Then we have the front end developer, it's heading. Then we have the anchor element for the about, no more button. And then we have the image div, inside which we have image tag for our image portfolio image. The home section is here. You can go to the starting CSS continuously. We are importing the Google Fonts into our uh, CSS file by using the repeated import URL. Then we are using the root. Root is nothing but whatever the values that we want to use in this website. Those values can be added here in the root element by giving them those names, and those values can be called into the website by using var element. You can see var color, var selection fg. Selection fg, you can see these values are given here. You can see selection fg. The color is added to this particular selection. This is how you call these root elements. And for the dark mode, we use this dark mode. For the dark mode values, we have given the color changing values here. Then you can go for the paper styles. Here we have given the body element. For the body element, we have added the color, font size, line height, background color is given, text color is given to it, and we have added the scroll bar. The scroll bar is added to it in the thumb. You can see the scroll bar. For that background color, border radius is given. Then we have body with scroll bar. Then we have the HTML scroll behavior is growth, and scroll bar BG is transparent, and margin is 0%, padding is 0, box size is border box, outline is none. Then for data heading, we have cursor is given as one text mono. These are values are given font size, font family, text transform, and then we have added the before and after effect. For then box size in this bottom, these are all the default values that we give. Anchor element, text is nothing but the default text decoration that we have given to the anchor element, like underscore, color. These all values will be removed. For the another list also, we can remove the list tag equal to 1. Margin padding is also removed. For the image, we are adding particular line is middle, and maximum width is 100% is given to it, so that it can have its own size in the website. And then we have a container. For that container, we are giving maximum width and margin is auto. And for row, we are giving display flex wrap is wrap. And then we justify content between is certain display content space between, then outer shadow, box shadow effect is given. And image shadow, box shadow, image shadow, we are calling those root element values by using the var element. And hover in shadow, we are using position relative z index is 1. And hover in shadow, we are adding the box shadow effect when you hover onto them. And after effect is nothing but the position absolute. Left is 0, right is 0, width is 100%, right is 100%, transition is given to it. So this is nothing but after and before effect. So whenever we hover onto it, the after effect will apply onto it. Then we have align item center button. For the button, we are adding font size, font width, color, background is given, line height is given, border radius is 30 pixel. You can see the image here. See now home image. So understand there. You can see for the button, we are adding this style here. We are adding the border radius 30 pixel. That is the reason we are getting the curved edges from the button. Then we have given image this none. Tabulation is out. The average line height is 1.5. Background color is transparent. We have given font weight is 0. When for the bottom after effect, bottom index is equal to 30 pixel. And for the hovering shadow, when we hover onto it, block shadow is equal to image shadow. So what I have to do when we hover onto it, it will submerge inside the button. The button will be submerged inside, and it will look like it will be a 3D button. It will look like a 3D button. Then in the header section, we're adding padding of screen, position is absolute, width is 100%, top is 0, left is 0. Then for the effect that we are using position for absolute. For the effect 1, we are using width equal to 30%, width equal to 80%. Border is 4 pixels solid. You can see this effect. By creating the entities, we are creating this one. So you can see the square box, we are at the right side edge. And for the effect 2, effect 2 is leaving red, in effect 3 is the orange one. For that we are adding effect 3, then we have effect 4. For before content, you can see that giving these values, we are creating these effects that we have used in the website. Using this website. Then effects and left bound, these left keyframes is used for animation purposes. And left bounds is nothing but these elements will continuously move up and down, left and right, top and bottom. This will continuously move, giving this free animation effect to your website. For that, we are using transform translate. So 0%, 100% transfer text is 0, 50% transfer 25 pixels. So it will move from 25 pixels up and down 0 degrees. You can be 360 degrees. It will continuously spin and fading out. And then we have the section title, section subtitle. Then from then we have given pattern, flex values and value. Section is exactly the center, and display in blog. Color is given to it, text in uppercase. Margin is written. For the section title H2 element, we change font size, color, font weight, font size, font size. Then section height, displacement. So this is next we can put the preloader. Has taken preloader, position is fixed. If it is 0, height is width is given, key index is given, align index is center, justify complete to center. See here, align exactly the center. Then preloader fade out, opacity is 0. Then preloader box is given, div, and we have animation delay given to it. The loader animation is having that when your website comes into live, right? So that time it gives a loading effect, and then it will display the website. Then auto typing animation. This is for the typing that we have done for the first section. Here we can see font weight is normal, color is given. Display in block, background color, margin with width and animation is given. Then we can see the keyframes blink is given, background color. Background color is added transparent to each and every section with 0.9, 50%, 0.9%, 100%. Then we have P before, further to content is given. In the display is block, heading for the header, lazy element, we are adding the anchor tag. For that anchor tag, we are adding the display, text element center. And we also added to it hamburger button. For that hamburger button, we will display the center, pointer, center, border is 50%. So we can see here, then this border is 50%. Next we have icon, function is given, color is given. Then we have box button after border radius for 50%. Then we have span element space block, height is given, number is given to it, before and after effect is added given. Now then we have the navigation for the navigation position is fixed. Then given, padding is given, different box values are added, so you next one. Also values auto, visibility is hidden. So this navbar will be here until we perform the nav menu icon that is present in the home section. When you click on this button only, the nav menu will be visible to us. Fade out active to visible. Index equal to 0.5%. Then nav menu open is visible. Exit equal to 1, 0 is 9. So this nav menu is nothing but close nav menu. So block and show it. Then project pointer, texture center. And you can see closing the notice border radius 50%. Now no inner, then which tightens your adding of this one margin buttons. Then we have added the margin border for it. For the anchor tag, we are adding the text elements. Then color is added to the tag. What are the verses is added to separate after the we have to copy that text from that function factory, which is the picture for the function. And we will transfer here. And you can see when screen full screen of given below on section, padding is 50 pixel and only that is given. Text is given for the frame image, that will be given below. Then you have the paragraph tag. Then for the paragraph tag elements, we are adding the font size from here to color and matching screen to it. For the text element, which one we need about the data. Then for the image, we have given the size and border radius of 50%. Because of which only we are getting an exact second photo from the image. Then the good section comes here. Before that, we will see the navbar. How the navbar works in the where the navbar works. You can see here. First, we are creating a navbar. Now we are creating by keeping the positions fixed what the visible to sit on. So it is not visible to us. So what I will do is that whenever somebody clicks on the nav menu icon, so whenever somebody clicks on the nav menu icon, so whenever somebody clicks on this nav menu icon, so what will happen is that it will create the JavaScript library. And here you can see we have created constant, that is memory condition is created, plus memory condition is also created. These values are deferred from the index.html file. And what are we doing? We're creating three constants. And we are adding an event listener to event listener to hamburger button and close nav button. So what will it do is that it will add show menu or hide menu will be activated. If you think that we are right now with the this section, right? We are in the starting phase. I have clicked on this icon. So what will happen is that we will go to the show menu and we will add toggle open. So what will this open will do? Open is nothing but that is now we are adding when open. Right? Open attribute is added because of which visibility will become visible and the nav bar will be shown. And if you click on the close nav button, then it will open the hide nav menu function will be activated, and the nav menu class is removed. Open will be removed, and fade out effect will take place, and the body scrolling will take place. Suppose it will the nav bar will be disappeared, nav menu will be disappeared, and will come back to the starting page. This fade out effect is added to the section, that is fade out effect is added, and the nav menu will be disappeared, and we will get the main section that we are presented in. Then we can go to the next one, that is the about section. The about section. You can see this is the about section. We have the main div, that is the container div, inside which we have the device row. For the row, we are adding the extra piece wrap, right? And because of which only HTML element, HTML that is about new, and HTML element heading tag for educational experience. Then we have the div as row, and inside that div we have the event image, that is portfolio image. Then we have linked our div element for social media social icons that we have integrated in our website. And these icons can be seen by using the anchor element. And for each anchor element, we have added the I tag to add the icon into here, that is Facebook icon. You can see Facebook, YouTube, then we have added guitar, Twitter, then we have added Instagram and LinkedIn. And you can see we have added outer shadow, color and shadow, link card. These are all styles that we have already gone through. So these all styles will be applied to this social media icons. Then we have created about info. In the about info we have paragraph info, about info image. There is nothing but here we are going to get the typing. I have not entered any data because we will get from the auto typing. You can see this is the one that will be displayed in the about me section. You can see I have created a function here, and here about info timer. What will happen is that this string will be typed into the about section that we have here in the about info image. Here typing speed equal to 7 and content type is HTML. So 100 milliseconds will take to type this data into this paragraph element. Using the JavaScript, then we have auto typing and using JavaScript. Then we have anchor tag for C download, that is for our down C button, and one more anchor tag for our higher me button. Then the above section. Then the section, in the above section, we have the skills. Then we have the div, that is row div. In several tabs, we have the skills, experience, and education, three span elements. Then we have the skill section that starts here in the skill section. We have uh, the new div, that is full div. Inside the div, skill div, each and every skill has its own div. This is the div we have. Inside that we have the paragraph elements that name the skill, that is HTML. Then we have another div for progress in that path, and then we have div for progress path. Here by mentioning the style, when we click calculation, we are going to have the bar effect in our website, and by using span elements, we are mentioning the total percentage of proficiency in that, and we are copying this exact div again for skills. For this purpose, I am copying like 7 skills again. Then we can go to the experience section. In the experience section, I am having a div. You can see timeline items. In the timeline items div, this is the main div. Here I am having the div inside which I am adding the icon. It is previous icon. Then we have the span element to mention the timeline, S3 element, heading element, and H4 heading element. Then we have the paragraph element, and the same div is copied again. You can see the timeline item. It is copied again for 2 more times. Then the experience section on see. Then you can go to the education section. In the education section, uh, you can see the same code that I have used for the experience section, and it copied here for the education section. Also timeline. Then I have integrated the icon, graduation cap icon. Then I have used the span element and the X3 element and paragraph element for adding the data. And the same data is copied again for 3 more times. This will end the about me section. And let me show you the about me section. This is the about me section. You can see the typing effect is taking place, and the details are getting printed here. So we are allowed to typing JavaScript to it. Then about section padding unified is given. For the about page flex is given, I think padding is added to it. Image box border radius is 5 pixel, padding 50 pixel. You can see here image box. You can see it gives as an impression, that is a 3D viewing website. We have social links. For that, margin and experiment center is given. Social links and the tags, we are adding the height with them on size is given to them. And then for the tags, we are adding the line is given, and more according to the anchor tags, the color will change. You can see these are the anchor elements and social icons that we have, and when we go on to it, we're getting the box effect like the 3D pattern that we have already seen, and the color also is changing because we are adding the whole effect here. Then we have shadow of the border radius 14 pixel. Then we have about info for that. Flex is added, maximum width is added, padding is added, and then we have the info time info padding element. For that, we are adding the font size, margin height, margin bottom, color is given. And for the report section, report info, color and font weight, display is given here. And for tabs, font size, displays are given here. Then we can go to the color, display, flux, animation given, and for the tab content, the region text displays now. And skills, you can go to the skills section. Then we go to the skills section. So the skills section, you can see the bar effect. And for the bar effect, we are using the progress. Height is 20 pixel, border width is 20 pixel, position for the video. And for skills item, paragraph element, we are giving the functions, color, text decoration. And for the purpose bar, we are giving the background color is black. Height is 6 pixel, left is 7 pixel, top is 7 pixel, position is absolute. And as for the span element, we are giving position is absolute. And we are giving the color as black. You can see here the bar is created, and then we are adding the color to it using the span element. And for them, we have the education and experience section. Education, experience section. For both of them, we are adding the above section. Timeline is given to them. The position is added to them. Then we have flex direction, maximum width and padding is given. For the before content, width is equal to 20 to 0, 10,000 times 0, position is absolute. This is for that. You can see this box. This is the timeline box for each individual. You can see like the 3D button that is enlarged from the website. This button is created here by group. before function that we have in the CSS. And here what we have, let text align is given to them. Then what effect is added to them when we have added the before function to the content as well. Then write info icons for the original icons. We have given icon which is given border is given because with icons what we have between use case icons in the experience, and for the education we have the graduation icon, the same icon. The icons span limit color display is given to them, margin to them, text transform is capitalized. You have three text for paragraph elements, you have font size, font style, color and margin. Then we have the services section. The services section, the services section. Have a container, then we have a container view in which we have services, streaming for the library. Then we have what we do inside that we have the service section, service item starts here. Inside we have a div which is repeated again. Here you can see this is the service item card div. Inside that div we have div with an icon that is a fake code icon. Then we have statement for editing of it, present, and paragraph element for some information. The same div is copied again for 6 more times. 6 more times. Let's see the service section. And this is the service section. And you can see the three divs. We will go on to it. The div moves in this omnidirectional 360-degree. It can move and then go on to it, and color of the icon also changes. You can see here in the service section that we have in the CSS. You can see that the service item text is given maximum width, displays flex, wrap, and inner. For the text align is center. You can see the data, every data is aligned exactly at the center of the div. Then we have paragraph icon, and for the icon we are adding the color, and we are adding the box shadow for the icon. Then we have the after effect, box shadow effect. Then for each and every icon we are adding the height, width, text align, border radius is given to them. Then we have the after effect for the icon, that is you can see here. Whenever you hover onto it, the icon will come outside. You can see here before it is hover, the icon looks like it's inside the div, and whenever you hover onto it, it looks like the button that came out of the div. Next we have icon h3 element. h3 element we are adding the font size and font family values, and the service section ends here. Then we have the portfolio section. Go to the portfolio section. In the portfolio section we have the section title, go, and data heading, that is portfolio. Then we have the h2 element the test work. Then we have the portfolio section starts here. In this we have the div filter. We are adding the filter here by using the data target and mentioning the values here. By adding those values in our each and every div that we are going to create, we can be able to perform the filter operation in the website. Here I am adding all web application, mobile app, as well as Canva design. And the portfolio starts here. In this portfolio item, this is the first one. We have the car rental website. In this, we are adding the images. You can add data screenshots, as many photos that you want to add about this project, you can add here. Then we have the span element to view the project. This is the button. Then we have another paragraph element for car rental. Then we have portfolio details. These details will appear whenever you click on the button. You can see here. Right now we are in the div, and inside the div description div have its element for the project brief. Then we have paragraph element. Then we have another div for project info, and we have another list item to mention the details about the project. Then we have the portfolio item ends here, and the same portfolio design from this point to here is copied again. You can see it is copied again for 6 more times, so that we can be able to add 6 more projects into our website. And you can see here for each and every project we are data categories given, right? If you mention this is Canva, I will mention here this is also Canva, this is web application, right? So whenever you click on the filter elements, right, we have the filter elements on the top, right? Let me show you. Just 1 second. You can see here, whenever you click on those values, then these values will check whatever the data attributes are here, right? You can see here, and here I have data is web application, right? So whenever I click on this web application filter button, whatever data categories web application is written, those only projects will be displayed. Remaining all will not be displayed. This is how you create the filter effect in your website. And you can see I have created here trends. Let me show you the portfolio. This is the portfolio, and you can see the filter that is all web application, mobile app, Canva. And you can see the hover effect on the image, portfolio image. Whenever you hover onto it, view project will be visible to you. View project will be visible, and view project will be visible. View project will be visible, uh, and uh, and we can go to the CSS. You can see portfolio section, contact visiting section title, such portfolio adding is given, text analysis center, and filter items. We are adding text analysis center. You can see all everything we got exactly at the center. Then we have filter item active, color is given to them, opacity is added to them. Then we have portfolio item. At the portfolio item, we are adding the definitions. Then for display content is center, displays man for the hide elements, and show is displays block. So whenever you click on it, whenever you click on the whole section, it will display the details. Text transform is given, position is given, capitalize, then value font size, condition is given to them, and view project, transfer equal to 8 pixel, opacity equal to 1, hover effect, then budget font is given to the portfolio item in the paragraph elements. You can see the portfolio pop-up. For that, we are using text transform is lowercase, and portfolio pop-up is nothing with background position is fixed, 50, width is 100%, height is 100%, index is 1000, scroll is scroll, visibility is hidden. Visibility will become visible whenever you click on the portfolio button. So here this is nothing but, so let me show you the image. So whenever you click on this view project button, what happens is that it will open a new page. Inside that new page, we're gonna have the images that we have added, as well as we're gonna have the details, like the details that we added. You can see the description that we added. Right? The description and these images will be displayed in that new page that will open when you click on this view project button, or when you click on this portfolio works that you have done. So that is done here by using this portfolio pop-up. So first it is visibility is hidden. So what happens is that whenever you click on that, you trigger a JavaScript function. Let me show you that. Taps by term. You see this portfolio filter and pop-up. So here this is the one filter we have already seen. Filter data category show. This is my portfolio item now. You can see this is the one. So here what we are doing is that whenever you click on it, we are adding an event booster, and whenever you click on it, we are adding this portfolio parent element, and we are creating another new section will open up, new div will open up, and it will display, the display is none, right? For the screenshot display will be none. So next it will preview and display button will be blocked, because for the single image it will only show as none. The display buttons preview and next button will be not be visible. If you have more images, the preview button and next button will be added, and you can see that we are adding the data screenshots here. At the same time, we are adding the portfolio environment, and whenever you click on the project, then it will add the active button to it, and we are adding an open toggle. Open is added to it. You can see the open. What is this open? Open is nothing but the visibility will become visible, and you will be able to see the portfolio. You will be able to see the portfolio, and whenever pop-up image is given. You can see here active, and then preloader is there. And whenever you click on the cross button, the portfolio will details, right? It will be there, right? So what is here in style equal to displacement, right? So what will happen is that it will whenever you click on the plus button, it will open the portfolio details, and whenever you click on the minus button, it will close the details. And at the same time, uh, we have the categories, right? Split data categories will be added to it, and whenever you want to move to the next slide, like you want to see the next image, you can click on the arrow button that we added, and you can be moved to the next section, next slides that you have. Pre-slide also it will work. This is for the pre-slide. So if you want to go back to the slide, for that we have admin event listener and the screenshot dot length -1. That is it's a small function that I have written, and then now we have the plus and minus buttons will be added if we add and remove. So whenever you click on the plus button, it will open the data, and when you click on the minus button, it will close the data. And this active and this minus buttons are added. And hide all sections will be removed whenever you click on the close button. It will close the entire portfolio, new portfolio picture that was added. And it will go back to the starting page. It will pop up, implicit is given, separator. Then we have the body element. Then top active font weights are given to them. Then we have the details h3 font weight. These are all the normal values that we give, like the normal use, spine elements, all these values. Look like something new here. Then we can go to portfolio. Then we can go to the contact section. The contact section. In the contact section, we have the section title, data heading, div. Then we have h2 element for getting tags. Then we have the main div that is the row. And inside div, we have the div for each and every one. That is phone, email, and address. First, we are creating a div. Inside that div, we have an icon for phone icon. Then we have span element for phone and power element for the phone number. And the same div is copied again for 3 more times. Then we have another div. Contact form div. Inside the div we have the form element. Inside the div we have the row, and each and every div has an input element, and with the type is also mentioned. Type is also mentioned here, and you can see after that we have a div for our text area. Text area, whenever you want to give more details, then you can use the text area button. Then we have text area, then we have just the submit button by adding the send message button. In the contact section once here, and portfolio pop-up. This is personal portfolio. This we have already seen in the portfolio section. Then we have preview and replay buttons that we have already seen. Then picture. We have linked our main JavaScript file, jQuery, we have the type to JS, and we have JavaScript file.js, animation, plasma fusion animation JS, animation typing JS, some PDS animation JS to our website, contact card and link card. These all elements have maximum width is given, speed is given to them. This will be visible for the JavaScript. You can go to the styles for the contact one. This is the contact div. You can see the icons, and you can see the form elements are there aligned. That we are using the display community center, and the type time display flex, and we are adding them aligned and flat to the center. And we have the inner elements, span elements, we are using font weight convert also added to them. And then paragraph element, span element, the display block is added. Contact font. Then we have inner grid. Then we have body radius is given to them. And so the body radius, the covered edges, just looking at the body radius which are given. Input control, then have the contact the submit button for the flex, managing it is given, text element is given, padding is given to it. You can see the button below. This one's here. This style feature is nothing but whenever you want to change this website has the light and dark mode, right? So whenever you click on the button, you can change the style of it. But that style is done here. And we have the responsive CSS. Responsive CSS is nothing but when you want to make your website responsive, it is available in mobile tab version or in desktop versions. Then we will add this responsiveness to it. Here I am changing the values based on medium max width 192 that and medium pixel below screen size value. These values will apply to them. Text maximum, text values will change, margin values will change. That's only. No new values are added here. The are added, only small changes will be there, like the margin values will change, the padding values will change. That's all. You can see font size. That's all. There are no new values added here. We are just changing the margin and padding values based on the size of the uh, size of the device. That's all. And as profile, go down like filter function is added, boundary attack, and the typing process. You can see here the data that is going to be displayed in the starting page, right? In the home section. In the home section, you can see. In the home section, you can see web developer is typed, right? So that JavaScript is done here by using the animation JavaScript that we have used here. And by mentioning the text array, these values will be displayed in place here, in place of this web developer. And with a typing delay of 200, we are raising delay of 100. It means it will first type the data, and then it will erase the data, and it will write the next data. The animation is done here. Then next text value, delay between current and next text value 2000 seconds. We write here, and the typing is done. This is the small code that is written, erasing and typing. And we are also adding here we are adding the typing effect for our website. And then so you can see the one page. This is the one page for the lightning portfolio, portfolio in the lightning services in the lightning, education, experience, content. So, if you like the content, please do like, share, and subscribe. It takes really a lot of effort for building this project and explaining them to you. For more tutorials, please visit the channel. If you like the content, please do like, share, and subscribe. The source code is available in the description. Thank you so much for watching this video. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to create this responsive portfolio website using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. The source code is available in the description. And if you like the content, please do like, share, and subscribe. The full tutorials for different websites that I have built are available on the channel. Please do visit the channel for more amazing content. Now let's go through the website. So let's go to the website. Right now we are in the home section. You can see the type effect, the name Abhiram. You can see the typing effect, and the starting page is done by using type to JavaScript library. And you can see the effect of motion effect for the objects. This is also done by using JavaScript. And you can see the hover effect on the button, 3D button. You can see the 3D button effect and the menu bar. You can see. Now let's go to the about section. This is the about section, and you can see the typing effect here. You can see how the details are getting typed on one sentence after the other. You can see the hover effect on the buttons. You can see the hover effect on the button, the color changing effect. Then we can go to the skills section. You can see we have done the bar animation effect that we have used here to represent our skills, the percentages. And by clicking on the experience, we can go to the experience section. You can see how smoothly we have designed, integrated the icons also. You can see the icons and education section. Then we can go to the services section, and you can see the hover effect on the services bar blocks, like a 3D object moving. and you can see change in color and the icon also, and you can see how they are moving based on the movement of the mouse, the hover effect. And then we can go to the projects, portfolio section, that is projects, and we have used the filter effect, that we can filter the projects based on the domain that we have presented here, and you can see the hover effect on the images also. And if we go to the web development, web application, we only have 3 projects. And we can go to the mobile app, we have only 1 project. We have Canva design, we have 2. So this is the filter effect that we have done by using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. And when you click on any one of the projects, you will be taken to that image directory for that particular project. You can see you can add more images, and you can move from one image to another image here. And you can also view details by clicking on this project details button. You can see the name of the project, the category, and project basic information, and the link to the project and what tools we have used. You can see all this, and also by clicking on this project details button, you can see that it will closes back, and we can go back to our portfolio section. It is available for each and every section, every project. Very smooth animation, and you can see the box effect around it, a 3D block effect. And you can go to the contact menu section. You can see the hover effect on the box, and the icons also integrated. You can see how smooth transition is in place for the each and every input elements. And the submit button. This website is entirely responsive, that is, it is also available in mobile and tab version. And this website also has light and dark mode. You can see here by clicking on this right side light button, you can move to the light mode. This is the light mode. You can see the hover effect, transitions. You can see how the website. You can see smooth transition effects, how neatly they are aligned, and you can see the hover effects in every section. Entirely made like a 3D blocks. Very professional look to your portfolio. Very impressive with the recruiters. You can change back to light and dark mode by clicking on the same button. You can switch between light and dark mode. The website is entirely responsive, that is, it is also available in mobile and as well as in tab version. You can see this is the mobile version of the website. You can see the smooth transition effect and how everything is aligned perfectly based on the size of the screen that we have, because in the mobile sections we don't have that much amount of space, right? We have in the tab or in the desktop we have lot of space, and we can go to each and every section easily. Well, you can see the filter effect. Also, this is the mobile version, how neatly they have all been aligned. And you can also change the theme by clicking on this button here. The theme change. From one section to another section using the nav bar. You can see it gives a very professional look to the website. The entire website is made using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. The source code is available in the description. And if you like the content, please do like, share, and subscribe. The full tutorials are also available on the YouTube channel. If you like the content, please do like, share, and subscribe. Definitely try to visit the channel for more amazing content. And if you have any suggestions, please let me know in the comment section. And definitely try to visit the channel for more amazing content. There are a lot of tutorials available on the channel. and lot of websites that have built portfolios, restaurant websites, car rental websites. You can learn front-end development. Uh, Thank you.